Don't be afraid to put out your work. A lot of creatives are very nitpicky with their work. Put your work out there, put yourself out there all the time. Don't be afraid of criticism. Use it to further improve yourself, grow yourself as an artist. And eventually, you'll find people who like your stuff, and then you grow that community for yourself.
Living Mosaic.
What's good, y'all? I'm Don, and I just want to welcome y'all to Mosaic Makers, a podcast from Living Mosaic, where we get to highlight the stories of amazing creatives going all the way back to their origins of inspiration to hopefully inspire you to create today. And I am extremely excited because for this second episode for this show, we have the homies coming in all the way from Manila in the Philippines. We got the insane team of Ryle, Shingen, and Marco. And well, Alice is absent, but we can talk about that later. And together they make up the music collective Orange Juice Asia. How have y'all been?
We're good.
Yeah.
Just got back from a really long tour. It was really busy.
It was
we're
the
doing good.
Europe tour,
We're doing
right? It was the Europe tour?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, we could talk about it a bit more in details, but I mean, overall, you said it was really tiring, but I bet it was really rewarding. The cat.
Sorry, you. The cat.
No, you're good. But yeah, so the Europe tour, I bet the cat really liked it when I mentioned that. But it must have been insane going to so many different people, meeting so many different homies, old and new. And also, you know, a shout out that y'all were collabing with Stems, with franchise with Brie and Osip as well. Amazing dudes. And y'all, what I saw after is right after y'all went out of that Europe tour that y'all started more events for the rest of November and December. So I bet y'all have been busy, exhausted, but still at the, still hustling out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good problem to have. Be continue to be busy even after what we just went through in Europe. Actually, we got back. We played a few gigs.
Yeah.
And then we had to adjust to the jet lag. And then not even a week later, we did a show in Singapore, which we got back a couple nights ago. But now I think we finally have some time to really settle down before the holiday season.
Yeah, I remember in an offline talk with Ryle and Shingen, it was really cool to hear at least that y'all are taking a well-deserved break during the holidays, especially with the Philippines, and how important that is.
Pretty crazy here, yeah.
Yeah, crazy, important, and obviously traveling around the world is good to just spend time with family and friends. So, I appreciate that y'all, throughout all this craziness, that y'all are taking the time again to be a part of this. So thank you. I hope y'all are good and well energized despite the jet lag and the constant events. But regardless, I appreciate y'all taking the time. So, let's go start it.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Before we dive deep into what OJ Asia is all about, I just want to go back to the origins of how y'all started your creative paths as individuals. So starting with you, Marco, with you growing up in Metro Manila all your life, what was kind of like your musical background that led you into becoming a DJ or producer prior to OJ?
It's a good question because, Asian parents, so I was basically forced to learn a few instruments growing up. It started with the piano, and then I did the guitar. But I think I grew up in a household that's very music oriented. My dad's he collects a lot of records, and then my mom was the one helping me out with all the music lessons. So it was always there growing up. But I think in terms of what I'm doing now, DJing and producing, it didn't come until very much later. I was in high school in 2014, and that was when I guess in Manila specifically there were DJing was I guess on the rise. It was around the time when Swedish House Mafia, Zed, all those guys were blowing up. Yeah, and a lot of people in school were getting into DJing. Shingen is actually one of my batchmates. We went to the same high school together.
Oh, okay.
And he was around that time as well, starting to get into it. there were a bunch of us, and then just a few ended up really pursuing it seriously. And
Gotcha.
I guess that's where the three of us met, because Ryle goes to a different school, but we started playing similar parties where we'd end up playing on the same lineup. And eventually, from there, that's when we started um, working together a lot more.
Got it.
Um, and it wasn't until actually the pandemic where I started to produce music. I was just a DJ until then.
Got it. And
Um,
then, well, oh, sorry to cut you
mhm.
off, but Ryle and Shingen, like, was this a similar sort of experience that you all shared together, just meeting each other and then becoming DJs, or was it more so that y'all had your own path and then through that community that y'all met each other?
Well, we were doing the same gigs as well, no? And we were in the same group as well. So
Got it.
our paths kind of crossed that time as well.
Yeah, it was because there. I mean, the scene is very small even back
Sure.
then. So we'd eventually cross paths at some gigs, and eventually we, like Ryle said, we were actually in the same group, but it was much bigger. There are a lot of us, like high school DJs, that made a
Oh,
collective.
okay.
Yeah, basically.
What was the collective call? I'm just curious.
Uh, it's called Made in Manila.
I love that.
Yeah.
Damn. And was it really? Like, how many people?
Yeah,
Was
there's a
it a
lot
lot?
of us. Uh, I'm sure we were like more than 10 at one point,
Mm,
like 10 plus. And I
that's
think some of
okay.
them are still in the scene.
Mm.
And we still work with a lot of them actually.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's good to know that, through the origins that you still meet people that, you had a history with, I guess. Oh, that's cool. So, was it through that y'all decided to become a trio, or was it through a bit of experiences with those gigs that led you into being like, oh, we could do something like this with the three of us?
Uh, yeah, definitely, because that collective was really early on. I think it was around 2016, 2015. We were
Sure.
all heading to college. And back then, the gigs we were doing were more like club residencies. So it wasn't, I mean, we'd have our own events and stuff, but it's not as frequent as what we do now. It was more like, it was just a group that we could associate ourselves with, but not necessarily an experience or like a group of artists. So it was just us with our own club residencies. And I think eventually leading up to 2019, right before the pandemic, it was very structured, and to a point where it was actually kind of getting repetitive because we'd be playing, you know, multiple times a week in the same venues.
Like the
Um,
same music too. So it was like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
yeah.
Um, and I guess the three of us started to realize at the same time that we could be doing so much more. Like we could be doing different music. This is not really what we want to continue doing um, on a weekly basis. And we started really exploring different sounds and visiting different parties that were outside that usual routine that we were doing.
And
And
if you don't mind me asking, when
yeah,
you said that you were looking up for a lot of those events, was that just stuff within the Metro Manila area, or did you look up a
uh,
lot online for inspirations as well that kind of put you into that mood board phase?
it was definitely some parties in Metro Manila, but that opened up like the SoundCloud space. Like we were
Yeah,
really exploring outside of the events,
sure.
and that's where we discovered all these genres that we play now. And I
Oh,
guess the collective idea for us was that we want to be playing this kind of music. How will we do that in Metro Manila? And because where we were playing at the time, we couldn't really play that kind of music. So we were trying to find like an avenue where we could be playing this instead.
okay.
Yeah, that was one of the factors actually that made us really want to play our own stuff, because the venue we used to play at was a bit strict. I mean, you can't even play Filipino music, bro. Like, and you're in the
Wait, what?
Philippines. I know, right? Like
Yeah,
anything
it
with
was,
like Tagalog
'Cause
lyrics.
was
You get
it all like just focus on Western like music for the
Oh
most
yeah.
part, like trying
Yeah,
to
because
replicate that feel? Okay.
yeah, because I mean, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but at least before the pandemic, Filipinos are still very much into the like throwback 90s, 2000s,
Yeah.
2010s, yeah, like sing-alongs basically, which is, I mean,
Mm.
it's nothing wrong with that.
It's
There's
just like a
definitely
niche.
it's a huge market here actually for
Yeah.
that. But again, like it really limits our creativity as artists if we're just doing
Mhm.
that every single week. So when we started to figure out what kind of music we really liked and what we were really interested in, that's when we started to really notice how this isn't really what we want to be doing. Yeah, so we're
Got
trying to.
it.
That's what like motivated us to really um, find our own path, basically.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's one of the things that I noticed with OJ Asia with my research is that I noticed that it was creating your own lane rather than just creating from a template. I mean, of course, you're taking inspiration from a lot of these things, but it shows your character, all of y'all's characters, that y'all wanted to take the initiative to create something new. I remember watching your tour doc that you say is like a breath of fresh air from like the commercial stuff that y'all saw. So it's really cool to see that opportunity that you're like, okay, it's not there. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go make it my own and put it out there. And I mean, put it like y'all to see what y'all have done right now. It's really crazy to see what y'all have done that 5 years since it founded. So no, it's really cool to see that origin that it came from. Why not do it? So let's do it. So was it
yeah,
a
and it's
lot
like
of? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I think it was just it helps that we were just being authentic. Like we weren't. It wasn't like okay, we have to find something different. It was just we want to do what we're passionate about. So from there, it just everything just came by itself basically. Like the community was built out of that authenticity, and now we're just continuing that. We're not really trying too hard to be different, I guess.
And when you started
It just
that,
comes naturally. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, that makes sense. And when you started that off, like when the three of y'all started that off, was it a lot of planning prior, or was it more so okay, we're gonna launch and then we'll see where it takes us? A bit of
I'd
both.
say a bit of both. Yeah.
Sure.
Um, because Orange Juice Asia at the time when we first put it together, it was just something we wanted to call the three of us, and it was actually gonna be more towards events, like
Mhm.
just events where we could, play that kind of music. But because of the pandemic and everything, obviously we couldn't do events.
Yeah.
So we had to shift that focus. Instead of events, we were doing more music content, the mixtapes where we were inviting guest DJs, the Juice Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the first rollout of content that we did. We did our own mixtapes individually, and that's how we kind of introduced what Orange Juice Asia was. Actually, at the time, it was called Orange Juice Manila. It wasn't Asia yet.
Oh.
It was just very small thinking at first. It was just really, something for us. But the mixtapes caught a lot of attention locally, and we thought, oh, maybe we could do this regularly. So we started doing cold calls. We would DM the artists of the remixes that we were playing out,
That's
and trying to
crazy.
see which one of them would be willing to hop on one of the guest mixes. And from
Yeah.
there, we just, it was consistent because everybody was just online. Nobody was doing anything else.
Because at the time, so could you help me like pinpoint exactly when Orange Juice Asia, or at least at the time Manila, when it launched? It was right before COVID, and then COVID hit, and you're like, oh, we have to figure out a way on how to do stuff online now. Was it kind of like that, where that pivot was really tough at that time? Like, was it right before you launched? If that
Actually,
makes sense.
we met up at my house, the three of us, to
Yeah.
just DJ together, like meet up.
Mhm.
And that same night was when they announced like the whole lockdown and
Oh
everything.
wow.
It was really
Really?
That
exactly when
same
COVID
night,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I mean, it's funny. I know I'm jumping on the gun on this one, but it's really crazy to see that as much as it sucked at the time, to have that launch coincide during the lockdowns, but you wouldn't have had the experience that y'all had. Even to this day, I bet you could link a lot of those origins to that Juicebox series where you connected with a lot of people that you talk to this day. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So yeah, definitely. I think if that didn't happen, it would be a very different trajectory. I think because of that whole everybody stuck at home online. That was how we really built that network.
Sure.
We were just we were just reaching out to a lot of people around the world, and it was a lot easier because everybody's just online all the
At home,
time.
yeah.
So we built that community and network throughout the pandemic, and as soon as things opened up, it we kind of had a head start because we
For
have
sure.
that uh, community already,
Hmm.
basically.
No, that makes sense. I think one of the things that I wanted to ask as well, kind of backtracking with a lot of the cold calling networking, it was really cool to see, at least, y'all could correct me on this one, is that once you got that connection with that one person in this one country, then it starts just going like a wildfire. Where they get to be like, oh, I know this person that would be perfect for this mix series, especially since gigs aren't a thing. So y'all were able to provide another platform for them to do their thing, right?
Mhm.
No,
Yeah, and um, every time we have a guest artist, obviously what they play is somewhat new to us as well.
sure.
So the more artists play, the more music we discover, the more artists we discover, and it just we never really had a um, lack of artists to contact. So every time we had a guest, we had more artists that we could contact, and it just kept going.
Hmm. And at that same time too, is that when you got to meet so many people, especially a lot of people making those edits, was this around the time where y'all really honed a lot into your producing side, to kind of build that repertoire more?
Yeah, because I mean, Shingen and Ryle have been producing before all
Oh
this.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they were doing a lot of hip hop, trap, R&B. I wasn't producing as much. I was doing more like bootlegs, mashups. But then during that time when we started the collective, I did learn a lot from them, producing wise, and that's when I started
Sure.
doing all the edits and remixes. But
Gotcha.
yeah, for myself, I just started during that period, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, while y'all developed so much on your own individual careers, as well as doing a lot of the streamings, I bet y'all had a lot of streaming stories as well. When did you, during this time during the pandemic, when did you realize OJ Asia? Did you kind of see that the momentum was riding on this one, that you're like, okay, this could really be something after seeing so many people hop on? I think one of the things that I want to point out was getting on Manila Community Radio, where y'all were in like 5 different shows with that one. Y'all were part of the selection like Discord anniversary show. Like, were those kind of the events early on in the pandemic that y'all realized, okay, this is really something that's building up?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Because I mean, because Manila Community Radio at the time, it was a new platform because that started because again, no gigs, everybody's online,
Hmm.
so it was an avenue for DJs at home to still be able to um, share their craft and their music. And I guess at the time we were really focused on pumping out whatever content we could.
Hmm.
So we did contact Manila Community Radio, did our first show, and it did pretty well because they live stream it first, and then
Yeah.
we can have it up on SoundCloud afterwards.
Sure.
And it did do well on SoundCloud, so we decided why not do this. Um, I think we did it every 2 months, um, and each time it would get traction, and we realized that there's a market for this. for this sound, especially from what I noticed is the comments were always people from other countries surprised that this kind of music was coming out of Manila.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think from there, each show was just getting more and more successful, and then that was how we were building that international community.
That's really cool to see. No, I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
oh, go
also when
ahead.
we saw that Filipinos actually, well, fuck with this music. Because every show, as we went on, like more and more people would listen in and say like, "Oh, this is cool! Like I've never heard this before."
Yeah, they
And
would
that was
listen
when
to
we,
it while
yeah,
studying.
yeah, and that was when we knew
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Filipinos, this could work with us." So let's just keep
That's so
going.
cool. No, and I can't imagine that when you have a lot of that y'all have a lot of people that, I mean, probably down the road that you've seen people that were inspired by listening to a lot of those live streams, and then you end up like just seeing them in person, like doing their thing in that scene as well. I mean, if y'all seen that, right? That's awesome. So now we've talked a lot about that sort of COVID period. Now COVID lockdowns lifted or at least easing up, and then you're seeing so much that you've done so far, with not only the mix series, but also y'all also had the club packs as well, helping a lot with a lot of people with that as well, and all these live streams and stuff like that. Now with the lockdowns kind of lifting a bit, what was kind of the thought process now that that happened, that the club scene opened up? Was there kind of a plan that y'all had? Okay, I know this is a good start that we could go and then go from there, or was it more so, oh, I know this person, we'll just do it and see where it takes us?
Because when during the pandemic, when we were doing all those mixtapes, it's what introduced us to a lot of the people we work with now, um, like Sky and Butterbee.
Yeah.
We weren't really working with them a lot before the
Sure.
pandemic, but I think with all the content we were putting out, all the edit packs that people download, that's how we connected with the people in our scene. So when the things started opening up, there were a lot of opportunities for us to play the stuff that we've been putting out. But I think actually looking back, when things started opening up, we kind of slowed down as Orange Juice Asia a bit because we didn't do too many mixtapes anymore because everybody was now
Out and about.
going out and out and
Yeah.
about, no longer just stuck at home. But it was an opportunity for us three to grow individually, I think, to really find our individual sounds apart from
Sure.
what we were doing together.
Hmm.
I think for a whole year, we were just doing our own thing. Like we were still working together, but we'd have our individual gigs, and the scene was still getting back on its feet. So it was very experimental at the time.
Hmm.
But I think towards the start of the next year, 2023, that was when we kind of got back to what Orange Juice Asia is, and we
I see.
started doing our own thing, like our events. So it took some time because we were still we were just excited to be back out doing gigs. So we weren't too focused on okay, what's next? Like maybe we should do something big or something regular. It was just more of getting back on our feet.
That makes sense, especially since the scene was shut down for at least a year or so. I can't imagine what what comes out of it, and being able to get a feel with your own individual gigs to realize, okay, this is what we're gonna do like as a group next. It makes sense, and I bet with that, it allowed you to not only get that foundation to start off, but also seeing where this could take you down the road with the future of the project and y'all own individual careers. So no, that's an interesting point.
Because I think the pandemic was more for us to establish that identity and that foundation, and then
Sure.
when things started opening up, I don't think it was realistic for us to just say, "Oh, we're gonna do this event now and it's gonna be successful." It was an opportunity for us to uh, build that respect or that
Yeah.
network locally, and
Sure.
to be able to eventually be able to start those events ourselves.
That makes sense. And
Mhm.
was the Till Dawn series, was that a part of that restart? Just curious.
Okay, so for some background, apart from Orange Juice Asia, Ryle and I are part of another group called After the Noon.
Okay.
They manage our bookings at the time, and Till Dawn was kind of like a collaboration between Orange Juice Asia and After the Noon.
Mm.
So it was I think a monthly thing at
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the venues in Manila, and honestly, it wasn't really. Looking back, you wouldn't really see or
Orange Juice
hear that it
Asia.
was an Orange Juice Asia sound. It
Yeah.
was more of just us playing. It was just something that we could put our name on and something regular, I guess.
But
And it
at
was just a
least,
yeah, it
oh,
was a collaboration with After the Noon. So um, I
yeah,
guess that would be a start for us, like
that makes sense.
Yeah,
events wise.
still was a way of like introducing our sound as well.
That makes sense. Yeah. I
Mhm.
think y'all put it at the nail on the head where it was kind of like a good starting point to kind of get into the rhythm of event planning, of just that logistics, like the not so pretty part of setting up an event, like stuff like that, that allowed you to be able to do that in your own terms and your own sound with OJ Asia. Is that,
Mhm.
did I hit the nail on the head right there with that one?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it was
Okay,
a lot
cool.
of fun.
For sure.
I remember it was we were playing a lot of different stuff, and towards the end, that was when we started to um, introduce more of what Orange Juice Asia really was sound wise,
Hmm.
and I guess that's also how we built that local community as well, because our community during the pandemic was mostly international.
Yeah.
We did have like a few local like people listening from Manila, but it was mostly people from different countries. So now with Till Dawn, it was an opportunity for us to grow our
Oh,
community locally.
that makes sense. I think because one of the things that I've noticed with a lot of your events is that you host so many international guests, and it's cool to see that, you know, despite having a lot of those homies from around the world, it's cool to kind of like take that step back and it's like, oh wait, okay, we need to talk about the people in Manila too, because that's where we are and we want to be able to perform events out there. So it's cool to hear in a pragmatic side of doing all this that importance of being able to be involved in the local scene. And I've seen that a lot, you know. After the Noon is a great example where you kind of figured that out and then started to do your own thing. Because I think, what was the first like true event that you would say with Orange Juice Asia would be? Because I think for me, I see a lot of the Around the World series, and I've seen you host international guests. And you pointed, as you pointed, that Afternoon really wasn't the essence of what Orange Juice Asia is today, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just different. Makes me curious and pinpointing down on what was that one event that made you feel this is Orange Juice Asia.
Because okay, so we did a lot of events with After the Noon where we'd bring in DJs who fall under that Orange Juice Asia sound. So
Yeah.
we did events with Brie and Elika franchise, Cyrene,
Yeah.
like all these DJs that we had on Juicebox. Um, but that was still very much collaborative with After the Noon, and they really
Okay.
did help us a lot,
Sure.
and they still do. But I think the event that really captured what Orange Juice Asia is like fully was our fourth anniversary.
Okay.
Um,
Could you tell me a bit about that? What that pretty much like entailed and why that embodied what Orange Juice Asia
yeah,
is
because
about?
at the beginning of when the scene started to open up after the pandemic, we were doing events at a very small venue. I think it's like 150 capacity venue,
Okay.
and that's where we would host these our guests, and they were really good shows, like very intimate, but also the crowd was very much connected to the
music,
DJ
the
and whatever
vibe.
they were playing.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I think it got to a point where the small space was no longer enough. We'd be booking like FS Green, and he's a big name in our scene, and uh, we thought that I think it's time for us to find a bigger space. And at the time, that was when Apotheca opened up. It was very new, which is where we do most of our events now. So from 100 capacity venue, it became 350, 400. And
This fourth anniversary, when was around this? So this was like March 2024?
March of
23, you
2023.
2023. Yep.
Oh, no,
Yep.
2024, right?
24, 23? I think y'all
Yeah, because
launched.
this year was our 5th anniversary, so
Okay.
What?
yeah. So our right? No, that's what I'm saying, because everything picked up so quickly after that.
That was-
Because we did our 4th anniversary in Apotheca, and that was the first ever one of the first events we did on our own, because we did
Sure.
one event in Apotheca with Terracora, but it was a collaboration with the venue and a couple other collectives in October 2023, and it was a big success. And I think that's why Apotheca gave us an opportunity to
Okay.
maybe do something on our own. And
Got
they
it.
did reach out. It was pretty last minute, actually, because we weren't really planning on doing a big event for our anniversary. But they did reach out and asked if we had anything big that we could do, and it happened to fall on our anniversary.
And it was solely. It was. I mean, of course, it was a 4th year anniversary, so it was like solely like y'all's creative vision, right? It wasn't
Yes,
like
exactly.
That's
It was
awesome.
It was last minute. We were figuring out what could we do.
Like
But
last
in the
minute,
end,
like a
we were
month,
just like, let's just.
or
I think so, actually. Honestly, I think it was a month.
I can imagine the three of y'all and Ellis were like, "Oh shoot! Like, how are we gonna make this work?" Right?
Yeah, it's super last minute, but we wanted to do it because
Yeah,
like 4 years is pretty big.
it's big. It's big. Yeah.
And it flew by quick because we weren't really keeping track of the years because we were in COVID lockdown for 2 years.
Yeah.
So a 4th anniversary didn't feel that long. But yeah, we did like we did the branding for the artworks and stuff. And we were the headliners. We didn't have any international guests, and we did invite a couple friends to be on the lineup. I think it was Tolo, Marvelous, Baby Olive, and a live act, August
Wow.
Wa, and still curated to our sound. But it wasn't. We weren't like looking for like a lot of sales or to make a
just-
big impact with the event. It was just something to celebrate. Yeah,
You weren't
we weren't
expecting anything.
at all. We were just doing it to celebrate what we've accomplished. But
Okay.
the turnout was really nice. We were surprised with how many people
That's awesome.
yeah, because when we put the poster out, the traction it got was, I don't know, it's still hard to explain because we weren't expecting that much support, or people to be celebrating it as much as we were. Like, people were really happy about it. People really showed up, and it was a really good night. And
'Cause-
luckily we have it on film. Like, you can look it up on YouTube now, the set we played.
That's awesome. So prior to that, because the people knew Orange Juice Asia like that, where what was like the reputation where it felt, where it's like, oh, you were one like the event host or something like that, you were like doing the juice box series, like stuff like that. That makes me like trying to think of what the perception that you thought Orange Juice Asia was to what you thought of after when you hosted that event.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the name was out there because of all the stuff we were doing in the pandemic, and also the events we were doing with After the Noon. But I think at the time we didn't know how much, and then we were like pleasantly surprised at the event, not just at the event, but like when we were rolling out all the promotion. We're gonna have this anniversary, and seeing all the support from different people. that was when we really figured out that we do have a footprint now on the space, and how well the night went, where we just played basically what we wanted to play. Like, we didn't have to adjust to whatever the crowd was feeling, and in turn the crowd was very much engaged. So I think that kind of gave us the confidence to say that, oh, maybe we can do something more than just um, we can do something on our own, basically.
What's really
And
funny is that I didn't even think we were Filipinos. Like,
wait, really?
yeah, we were like, oh, he's Asians from the Philippines. Like, I think it's because of the Asia part of it, but that was just really funny
Oh.
to find out.
Yeah, we had those instances where people would come up to us and say, "Oh, I didn't know you guys were actually from Manila. I thought you guys were like international DJs."
Yeah, it's the noise from the pandemic, I guess.
I think that's a really funny point that y'all brought that up too, because
Yeah.
it goes to show, I don't know if this is an unintended consequence or whatever, but it's because of y'all creating something so different from what was at the time. It kind of made sense, right? To kind of see people not think that you're from Metro Manila, I guess.
Yeah,
That's like a hypothesis that I got. Yeah, but to see y'all being able to do that, that must have been something else. And also, I guess on top of that, when y'all got that offer from Apotheca, like, how did it feel when they offered you more regular gigs? Like, what was the thought process and how to make it work? Like, because y'all said that y'all wanted to play what you want for the most part when you did that 4th year. Was it kind of that same approach when you had those regular residency? I mean, is it a residency at this point? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think even when Apotheca first opened up, they were very focused on bringing out those underground communities.
Sure.
It wasn't like I mean, they were very collective driven. So each night would be programmed by a different collective,
Okay.
and that's what they were. I mean, that's what they're still known for until today. Like, very much fostering community and culture and all the small niches. So when they did reach out after that for the 4th year anniversary, and we did our thing, we played exactly what we wanted, and we had a lot of content from that. So people kind of knew what to expect already.
Okay.
So once we started doing those regular events, people expected to hear what they heard at the anniversary,
That makes sense.
and it was just another avenue for us to start introducing different sounds and bringing different artists. And after that, that's when we started hosting all the around the world stuff. It was at Apotheca. And I think those events were just like, you could say it was like a real life version of Juicebox.
Oh,
And
wow.
we'd bring those guests. And at the time, the common theme with our guests was they were very surprised that Manila had something like this. They didn't know Manila had a scene for their sound. So in turn, whenever they go back home to Europe or the US or wherever, they would tell fellow artists, "Oh, you should, if you're planning to do Asia, you should come to Manila. These are the guys to hit up."
Okay.
And then, so with those regular nights that Apotheca would give us, we always had, more often than not, we had like a guest DJ to bring in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
so
what,
I guess, it just came together basically after that.
yeah, that's what makes me curious on how you brought so many of those excuse me, a lot of those people from around the world, hence the event name, being able to enjoy and being able to express that music that they love to a crowd that they didn't even think that would be into it, but then when they got there and then they're like, oh shoot, this is awesome. Like, it's really cool that y'all are able to create that space for not only people in the local area to enjoy that type of music, but to also allow guests from around the world to give people that wouldn't have had that experience otherwise that vessel to be able to express themselves and to be able to enjoy that music, which I find really awesome. So kudos to all of y'all, and Ellis, even though he's not here right now. Kudos to all of y'all for making that work. So no, that's cool. Well,
Yeah,
I
and I
guess.
think
Oh
I
god.
want to give credit to After the Noon as well. Like they
Yes.
really one of the first people who really
Gave that
uh,
chance.
believed in us,
Yeah.
and really invested time and effort
Yeah.
into realizing all our ideas. Like
Yeah.
Around the World is an After the Noon or Orange Juice Asia collaboration
Sure.
um, that really grew, and uh, we still work with them a lot today. But I think
Mhm.
they did help us kickstart everything for sure.
That's awesome. No, that's
And I think you mentioned just now that it's a nice experience for these international DJs to. It's like a surprise when they come here and they see that the crowd connects with them and their music. And I think we shared the same experience too. Like we weren't really expecting the crowd um, to get the music right away, but there were instances where we were also surprised ourselves that how much of the crowd was engaged to the music. And it's just that shared experience that um, I guess what makes that Orange Juice Asia experience, what defines that Orange Juice Asia experience basically is what I don't know. I mean, I'm talking to the guys. I think we were very, what's the word, pessimistic with how the local scene would receive that
react.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we were a lot of the times we were booking these DJs because we were fans, not because we expected like to sell out or the crowd to enjoy. It was more of like a educational thing, and we were always surprised that the crowd received it so well. And
And
yeah,
ha-
and it was just like a recurring theme. Basically, we were always so surprised with how much the crowd would um perceive these artists.
And then how did it feel in the other way around to be able to go to all these tours around the world and see people vibe into the essence of Orange Juice Asia over in Singapore, Indonesia, Europe, like all of these places? That must have been so surreal to see that.
It always is, bro.
Yeah,
I
I think-
mean, like,
yeah.
not everyone gets to do that. That's
Yeah.
still a crazy experience for us every single time we play in these different countries. It's always like, but they like it. And
They like
it.
everyone's having
It was
fun,
always
you
the
know?
goal, but we were so surprised that how soon it happened. We weren't expecting it to be this way so soon. But like you said, how does it feel when these different countries are all like dancing to the music we play? I think that it just shows that it doesn't matter where you're from. It's just music connects all, basically, as cliche as it sounds. Like whatever, you'll always find an audience for whatever music you're playing anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's also nice that we get to represent like the Philippines.
Yes.
And the Philippines out there on the map.
Yeah, I mean, looking from the outside in, just looking at the age of social media and the age of exposure to so many different sounds, so many different cultures, seeing y'all being able to contribute to that part of the bigger picture of the rise of just that scene or that creative scene over in Manila is really something to see. So, I mean, as I'm looking from the outside in, y'all are really doing a lot of crazy stuff in a short amount of time too, which is kind of, I want to make sure that y'all are okay too, because that's a lot of stuff. But regardless, no, it's really cool what y'all are able to carve. And I think one of the questions that I have that kind of relates to this as well, how cool is it to be that part of that sort of lane where you get to inspire people that wanted to be in that position to what you were like? Because so to backtrack, y'all had this vision back in like 2020 to being like, oh, I wish there was something that could do something like this. And then y'all created it on your own. How awesome does it feel to be able to create that platform in the local scene like 5 years later inspiring so many other people that want to be in that lane.
Honestly, bro, it wasn't always like this. Like
Really?
the Manila crowd, it is really mainstream. But that year after the pandemic, where we just hustle on gigs every weekend, multiple times a week, and play the sound, we'd get weird looks before back then. But we just kept playing. We just kept going. Like these new genres just showing up, like Amapiano and Afrobeat and all that. We just kept playing it until eventually the people just got warmed up to it. And now Manila's filled with just the
And I
world
think
music, you know.
I don't think, and I mean, I don't think it's just Manila actually. Like, uh, I mean, to answer your question, it's very fulfilling and very humbling to get to this point where we're inspiring a lot of people, the new generation of DJs.
Sure.
And after our first Europe tour last year, we started to get a lot of bookings from different islands in the Philippines, not just Manila. And that's when we really saw the effect of what we've been doing the past few years, where a lot of the local DJs there are very much inspired by Orange Juice Asia. And um, I mean, a few years ago, you would have never expected to be hearing this kind of music outside Manila, like in the different islands.
Yeah.
But I think now, after this whole year where we've been doing a lot of shows every month at these different islands, you can notice that it's actually a very dominant sound now. Everybody's playing world music, and there are a lot of good DJs outside Manila. Like really, you could tell that they do their research. Um, they're very much in tune with what we're doing, and it's nice to see. Really, like really fulfilling, and it's really such a good feeling to see that.
Yeah, and uh, like it puts the Philippines out in the map because like now a lot of people have been producing, and yeah, it puts out.
Yeah,
I
because
think
it
that's.
puts
Go ahead, Marco.
Manila out
yeah,
there.
like I mean, you mentioned earlier that we were doing these edit packs, which connected us to DJs around the world. But now a lot of the local DJs from different parts of the Philippines are producing as well, and there are a lot of really good ones. And now they're also getting recognition from
Yeah.
I don't know, like different DJs around the world playing their music. It's
Bro,
really
we're
nice to see.
catching
Like,
up.
it's-
Catching up.
Yeah.
No, y'all are already there. Y'all already there. I think it's really cool because for me, I'm really grateful to get a chance to be able to be well traveled, going over all over North America, Europe, Asia, and being able to kind of pinpoint and see like y'all's edits like kind of play throughout and being like, oh yeah, I know like that club pack. I use that club pack, and I'm like, what the okay. It's really cool to see how full circle it's gotten where y'all are able to not only represent the country, but also just being able to just show. It's another cliche. I say this like it's from Ratatouille, like the movie, but it's kind of like how good music can come from anywhere. So it's really cool to see that y'all are able to show, especially a lot of people in Manila or even further in the Philippines or even anywhere around the world in a macroscopic scale on how important it is to show that you can create cute music and you're not bound by the geographical location to be able to spread that and to show essentially like Manila or the Philippines, they have what it takes to be able to create just good music in general. So no, y'all are doing your part, so I salute y'all to that for sure. But yeah, no, I bet there has been so much ups and downs getting to this point, right? Like to be able to learn and all that. What keeps y'all pushing, motivated to go through this mission despite all those adversities?
I guess
yeah, I was gonna say, like,
it's
it
just
brings
for
us
the
back
love of
to
music.
earlier in this conversation where we said that it's just us being our authentic selves. Like we're not trying too hard to be different. It's just really it's the music we love to play, we love to listen to. And as long as we continue to stay true to that, like it's not even that hard to stay motivated, because it's just really something that's already engraved in our lives, and it's something that comes naturally. And again, as long as we stay true to that, whatever comes to us is um, what we attract, basically.
Damn. I need that mic drop. I need that sound effect. I'll just add the sound effect in the episode. No, it's really cool to see, that's as simple as it is that love for the music and being able to show, despite those adversities, that y'all are willing to push through the countless nights of jet lag or, a lot of those last minute sets, that it's all worth it, and to see a lot of people, enjoy the vibe that y'all are able to produce. So no, hats off.
Yeah, and it's just also, how do you say it? It's like we try to stay grounded and just know that even though we have these, like you said, like these long nights, jet lag, and all these tiring things, it's just a blessing that we're able to choose this kind of life, because this is what we've been wanting to do for the longest time. And now that we're living it, all these and they're not even hardships, they're just like insignificant to what all the blessings that we're receiving.
It's, I kind of alluded to this before, but in reference to the manifestation board that y'all had, how surreal is it to just see all of this so far? Like, who would have thought that y'all would be touring Europe, being able to create this scene with dance music? It must be just surreal to look back and see all of which y'all have done through that, like from the DJ community that y'all had in batch, all the way to now. Like, it must be surreal to just reflect on all of this right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like when we travel, we always have those moments where, like those pinch me moments. Like, I can't believe we're actually here. We're actually doing these shows. Especially this last tour. Like, I won't like downplay it at all. Like, a lot of the shows we played are shows that we've been that have been on the bucket list for a long time. Like, we've had a lot of like full circle moments this tour, and it's still very surreal. And again, like, we didn't expect to be in this position so soon, and we're just really we're really blessed and thankful for it.
Shingen, Ryle, y'all
this second Europe tour really just changed their life, I guess. Like, being able to play in those spots, like you just hear of before, like you just watch them online, and now you're like playing for them and just actually killing it is like, it's such a fulfilling experience for us.
I bet you feel the same way, Ryle, right? Just experience. Oh, Marco, you're saying? Oh, cool. One of the two.
So yeah, it's also nice that it kind of gives people back home. I mean, we got a lot of messages from people, like they also can't believe that we're actually playing at these events that they just see online. So it's a good feeling to like how do you say, to let them experience that as well. Like, we're taking them along with us, basically. Yeah.
Ryle, I bet you feel that sort of same way, that sentimentalness, where it's just crazy to see that y'all are touring Europe and the likes like this. Like,
Yeah, I do. But we're very grateful that we're able to do that.
It's crazy
Like,
because
Yeah, it's
like,
very surreal.
I remember when Ryle just hit us up and said, "Oh, we should do something like this," and now we're like
now you're actually doing it.
traveling the world. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I guess it's also like, fruits from like our work from before, like during the pandemic as well.
It's cool to see that. I don't want to say everything happens for a reason, but you see all these things linking up throughout your experiences, like in 2020, 2021, 2022. Like, it has like led up to this moment that y'all are able to do a lot of these things. So yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, as y'all point out, it's never a straight line to be able to get to where you are, but y'all made it work. So
yeah, I mean, it's a mix of hard work and also
For
luck.
sure.
Like I'm sure we're very lucky and blessed that this is the path that we were shown. It could have,
Mhm.
I'm sure it could have been a lot harder, but just right place, right time, and just again back to just being authentic and being ourselves.
That makes sense. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
and it does help if you're really passionate about what you're doing.
That
Like
makes
for you,
sense.
it's not work. For
Yeah,
you,
it
it's
doesn't
just
feel, yeah,
living life and
exactly.
just really doing what you want to do. Like DJing. It's like once you're on the stage, it's like you're in the zone.
It's automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic. You're not tired anymore. You just wanna show them what you got and just kill it for the crowd.
Love that.
Yeah, and
No, that's
like
awesome.
always going back to the being authentic, because as long as you're like true to yourselves, you know that the community that you attract is there for you. Like you're not putting on an act or doing something just for the the traction or the numbers. They're there for you, and I think that's what makes a strong community, and
That makes sense.
in turn, like all these blessings come your way.
I mean, yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense too, because if you're passionate about that craft, is that people will appreciate that hard work or the content that you produce, all that. Especially with a lot of people that are peers that recognize it's a lot of hard work to get there and to be able to do what you do. So, no, it's like y'all are doing a lot. So, more power to you for doing y'all doing your thing. It's a lot, but yeah, no. All right. So, now that we're in this final hour, we kind of touched on to a bit of the advice side of things. Y'all dropped so much wisdom that I am inspired myself. I don't know about DJing, but we'll see. But to wrap it up, what is one piece of advice that from each of you that you want to share to creatives out there to be able to take that step forward to becoming a creative?
I guess just do your own thing and like yeah, again like be authentic to yourself.
Mhm.
Eventually, like people would find you. And I like to quote my what
Oh my
my
gosh,
friend
you know him too.
told me. Shout out Playboy Pocky. Yeah. Like as he said, like you know, it may be corny for some people, but there will be people that
I love
would
that.
fuck with your shit as well.
Awesome. Shingen, Marco, what y'all got?
For me, I guess you just really gotta find your passion and stick with it. Because once you find that one thing you really love doing, you'll just be more fulfilled with just living and just that work won't even feel like work. It'll feel like you're just having fun.
No, it makes sense. No, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Okay, Marco, send it off for us.
I'm sure I've said this before, but it's something that I think all creatives can relate to, and something I need to work on as well. But just apart from being authentic to yourself and being passionate, don't be afraid to put out your work. A lot of creatives are very nitpicky with their work, very perfectionists and stuff like that. And just put your work out there, put yourself out there all the time, no matter the feedback. Just put yourself out there. Work on. Don't be afraid of criticism. Like use it to further improve yourself, grow yourself as an artist, and eventually you'll find people who
Appreciate
like
it.
your stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you grow that community for yourself.
No.
So yeah,
That makes
just don't be
sense.
afraid to put out your work. Because otherwise, then what's the point? Nobody will discover you.
I agree. I think that's one of the things that I've noticed with a lot of people that are hesitant to start is that they are too afraid that they, don't think it's 100%. But so many creatives, what they post, a lot of them don't think it's 100% either way, unless they spend so much time, maybe even more than they have to, being able to post stuff. And, I appreciate your point as well when you pointed out feedback, where as long as you take that feedback to be able to grow, that's what matters at the end of the day. As long as you're passionate about posting it, that's what matters. But yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that. All right. Thank y'all for your words of wisdom. I really do appreciate that. Well, again, this is wrapping up with the episode, but again, thank y'all so much. We mentioned so much of how much time that y'all have, doing so many different other things. So I appreciate y'all taking a little sliver of it to be able to inspire a lot of people that would be able to listen to this. So again, thank y'all so much, and I do appreciate it a ton.
Thank you for having us as well.
Thank you, bro.
Of course. So while we wrap up, how can they find y'all? And like through social media and the likes. I know that y'all have like YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, of course. Where will we be able to find you?
It's just / Orange Juice Asia everywhere. YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, TikTok.
Perfect. Okay, I will provide everything in the description below, so they will not have an excuse to check out your stuff. I'll make sure of that. 1,000%. But okay, cool, awesome. All right, now that we signed off, I just want to thank y'all again for coming through, and let's go say bye to the listeners. See y'all, listeners.
See ya.
See y'all. Thank you.
Yo.
Hopefully in a city near you.
Right.
Living Mosaic.
Hey there, and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that episode of Mosaic Makers. I just want to thank Marco, Shingen, and Ryle again from OJ Asia for taking time out of their busy schedule to be able to talk about their journeys as creatives into making the collective OJ Asia. It was really cool to hear about their stories, taking the initiative to create something new, to establish something in the scene that they wanted to, and now they are touring around the world in the music that they love. And what more can you ask for? So please check out all their stuff if you haven't already. The socials and everything like that is in the description below, so please check it out. So as we ramp up Living Mosaic, I do not want you to miss out on the insane amount of content that we got in store. So please follow Living Mosaic on our website, livingmosaiq.com, on Instagram at livingmosaiq, and all of our other available social platforms to not miss out on what we got in store for you. And these episodes are weekly, so if you want to be one of the first to know, please follow the socials so you get to check it out. And if you like this show, please show your love by getting a like, share, and follow on all of our available podcast platforms. I just want to ensure that we get to spread this inspiration to the world, and with your contribution, you are damn well helping. So please leave a good review and highlight anything you love about this podcast, so that way we get to curate this to be the best experience for you, the listener. So thank you again for taking time out of your day to listen to this episode of Mosaic Makers. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. See y'all.